Hello and welcome back to Carnivore Scott, the common sense carnivore, on my journey to get healthy. What's going to follow today is a compilation of pictures and videos of me working out today. Today is Monday, the 17th of June, and this week the goal is to do something intentional and meaningful that is physical for my well being. I watched a video this morning with Thomas DeLauer and Jocko, the former Navy SEAL and a fitness influencer. And they said something in their video that for me was extraordinarily motivating. And that is, don't eat less and move less. That's the worst scenario. If you're doing a SWOT, a four zone thing where you look at your strengths, your weaknesses, and stuff like that. What you don't want to do is move less and eat less. And then eventually, the epitome of what you should be trying to do is to eat more and move more. And so that really resonated with me. It reminded me when I was young and I could do things and I could eat very poorly and I'd get away with it. The other thing they mentioned was how metabolism doesn't necessarily slow down because you got older. And what Thomas was talking about, Mr. DeLauer, is that there is a direct correlation if you chart out the metabolism of a person and their amount of movement and exercise they do, they track one on one. And that's to say, your metabolism slowed down because you slowed down. And that it isn't necessarily a truism that you slow down because you got older. And yes, your body won't be able to do the same thing. Yes, your body's ability to metabolize proteins and amino acids changes as you age. And yes, your telomeres, your DNA stuff degrades over time. But it isn't necessarily given that the amount of degradation is directly correlated with your age as much as it could be with your lack of movement. To that end, let's move more. You may not be able to do a lot of walking. I was watching Carnivore Kip, who once again has motivated me. And I'm watching Kip's recent video where he walked 4 miles. Good on you, Kip. 4 miles, first time in the hot Alabama sun, even though it was morning time. Good on you. Motivated me to get out today and do some exercise. I didn't go out. I just went to the garage. But the idea being multiple sources in our lives, whether it's been YouTube influencers or things we've read or doctors we've talked to, all point to the same thing. And of course, let me put a caveat. I'm not a doctor. I didn't go to medical school. I didn't sleep in a Holiday Inn Junior. All right? None of this constitutes medical advice. It's just my personal experience. But that having been said, it just goes that if we move more, we do better. So let's move more. You may not be able to move like you used to. As I was saying, there was a comment on Carnivore Kip's video. Lady saying her hip is bad and she uses a cane, but it didn't stop her from doing something. There is something we can do if we're willing to get out there and do it. And Jocko had mentioned something about the things you're doing now. You will reap what you've sown today 5 years from now. So if you're 30 years old today, or you're 50, or you're 70 today, what you're doing today is going to have an impact 5 years from now. It's a true statement. So get up and do something. Invest in yourself. Nothing tastes better than the success of being in condition, the success of being able to do the things you want to do with people you want to do them with, to go on walks, to pick up grandbabies, to do your shopping, to get behind the steering wheel of your car. There are a number of people in this space, the proper human diet carnivore space, who started out not being able to get into their car, fit into the car, let alone drive their car. If you take Bill Knott, Bill Nye is out on his four-wheeler now in Alaska. Is that not awesome? Amen. So there's a place where we're all starting today from. Today is a new day. And today is the day that you begin to plant the seeds and water the seeds from yesterday and trim and prune and weed the garden from the weeks and months before to eventually harvest the fruit of your labors, the fruit of your effort. The old Chinese proverb says the best time to have planted a tree that you need today was 20 years ago. We all know all these cute sayings and such like that, but what are we doing? We've got to become people of action. It could be just standing up. Last week, I just stood up and did a couple squats. This morning, as I was cooking my steak, and I'm showing a picture here eventually of that, I decided to do I don't know if it'd be called a sissy squat. I don't know, but I held a 2.5 minute squat. The last 2.5 minutes my steak was cooking. I went into a squatting position and I put my hands out and I rotated them around a little bit. And then I rose up on my balls of my feet, up on my toes, so to speak, took my heels off the ground, and I held that pose for 2.5 minutes. Now, why? Well, I figured at weighing 290-ish pounds, my quadriceps were going to have to work, my hamstrings were going to have to work, my core muscles were going to have to work. I rolled my shoulders back, held my core a little firmer, thinking, hey, I'm going to burn 2 or 3 calories. I'm going to engage those muscles. So as soon as I took the steak out, and of course I had to stand up normal and shake it out, and then I let the steak rest for a few minutes, and then I ate it. And I thought to myself, I've just put a demand on my body, and that was good. Like I said, Kip motivated me today after seeing his video of walking 4 miles I mean, not over days, but in one go, right? I said, okay, I'm gonna get out there and do something today. And I got out there and I did something. I got on the cross trainer. As you'll see, I got on the cross trainer. I did it. And I did the Sean O'Mara 5 sprints. Well, he didn't say five, but I did five 10-second sprints on the cross trainer, 100 RPM, 95, 100 RPM. And I had the level up a little bit. I brought the level down and I begged for oxygen and I did my breathing. And then when I finished that part up, 2 minutes of warm up, couple minutes doing the sprints, and then I finished out doing just a steady state type of movement. So I got 30 minutes of purposeful movement in, did a little bit of cool down. I was alive the whole time. And now I'm in the house and I made another steak and I ate that steak. And then later on today, I'll either go for a walk or go swimming just to get some more exercise in today. And today is Monday. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to do something again. Probably tomorrow I'll try to do the sprinty thing again on the cross trainer and maybe some exercise bands or free weights. I only have a couple of free weights, but I'm weak. I don't need a lot. And I'm gonna try to do farmer carries. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'll get a couple of buckets from Lowe's or paint buckets and load them with rocks or sand and walk them up and down my driveway and do farmer carries. Those are good near total body exercises. And that's what I'll do today and tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna work for this week to get 5 days in. 5 days where I at least get the zone 2 cardiovascular. That means breathing hard, but could hold a conversation. That's zone 2, perceived exertion. And so it's been a great day so far. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Thought I'd drop this in real quick. I'll go to edit, put a few things into here, and post this. But I just thought I'd share with you this week. Going to do 5 things. Also, I'm going to have an upcoming video. Take a little bit more time, put a little bit more effort into it. But I've gotten some pretty good news with regards to my liver health. Might even be amazing news. And of course, some of it's a mixed bag, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I just want to get a video dropped out to get used to putting out content and sharing with you all because it helps me. It motivates me to know that I'm doing these things and people are following along. So thank you, thank you, thank you for following along. Thank you for joining me and for your comments and your support. And if you have something to add or something to say, by all means, put it in the comments. This channel isn't so large that I can't get back to each and every one of you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And again, really do want to say thank you to Carnivore Kip, but there's so many people to thank, and I'll try to keep it succinct. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to being able to share these mounting successes as they occur. Take care. God bless. Peace, prayers, and blessings for each one of you. Bye-bye. Well, getting ready to do some exercise. And right here is my motivation. It is a small bag that held some decadent chocolate chip cookies that were on sale. It was a white chocolate macadamia nut. And I saved 58 cents buying them for only 88 cents because I really needed these back in December of 23. I leave those here as a motivation of why I'm here, because I let a food addiction drive my choices. So I'm gonna get ready here on the old cross trainer, start warming it up, and once I get up to speed, I'll be back. See you in a few. Okay, I'm back. After time and time again, trying to figure out how I'm going to orient all this. Not that I know this will get into the video. On the cross trainer, it's Monday. Last week I committed to moving more. And eat more, move more is better than eat less, move more, eat less, move less. So eat more, move more is the name of the game today. It's Monday. Last week I did 2 days of walking with the 20-pound vest on. I did swimming. I did mowing and weed spraying. So, a few miles each day of walking with intention and doing things. And I think that was good. Today begins the trying to do something for 5 or 6 days in a row. Now, it won't always be exercise, but predominantly during the week, it'll be exercise. Now this cross trainer I have, I guess it's a cross trainer, it's been with me for a while, and it has served me well in the past. And I have ignored it all too well in the past and the recent past. What I'm going to try to do, Dr. Kills talks about doing, sprinting. Maybe that's a word I was looking for. And in that sprinting, how that's really good for getting rid of the visceral fat. So once I warm up here, I'm going to do some short sprints. Join me as I attempt to do the sprinter thingy. All right. Coming up on about 2 minutes of warming up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jam up the level, and then I'll jam up the speed. So let's see if we get the level going up higher. All right, level 7, and I need to enter that. So it's doing it. It didn't do it. Oh gosh. Come on, Scotty boy. Get ready to go. Back up again. So we'll go back to level 9. And about 5 seconds, we're going to sprint again. And go. Getting up to about 93 RPM here. Level 9. Okay. And we'll take that level down here. So how that burnt the old thighs. Probably not the smartest thing Well, the best way to do this, but it's the way I'm going to do it. I think my camera moved. That's 2 sprints. Now bring the level back up to 9. Get some oxygen. Go. That's like 3. Well, let's get 5 in today. Down to about a 40 RPM. Gonna raise it up again to 9 and go. Four. Now that burns some thighs for sure. Oh yeah, and last Friday I played some volleyball, pickup volleyball at the local gym for the 60 and above crowd. And that really hurt my shoulder. I've had some medical challenges over the years. But I'm not gonna let that drive my training. I am not. I'm gonna give a little bit more time to recover here before I do my next sprint. There we go, nice and easy. 35 to 40 RPM, level 5. Pick the level back up. Level 9. Enter. Go. Okay. Felt a little twinge in my left knee at the lower part underneath the kneecap. So that'll be it. I'm gonna hope when I go back that was 5 sprints. I don't know. But that was 5 10-second sprints, and now the rest of the 30 minutes. So about 20 minutes, low and slow, and moving. I'll check back with you all later. I think I'll go live now. All right.